What is GPS tracking? GPS tracking is the analysis of surveillance of location through use of the Global Positioning System, GPS, to track the location of an entity or object remotely. The technology can pinpoint longitude and latitude. So, how does it work? There are about 24 satellites which cover the Earth, which serve as a constellation, and there's actually 5 more just to serve as backup. This allows for us to be tracked.
GPS, as you and I know it, started in 1989 with the launch of the first GPS-2 satellite. The new network was open completely to the public in the year 2000. The GPS network is made up of 24 operational satellites and some extras for backup. 4 satellites always have a line of visibility to your receiver at any time of day. Your receiver gets information on the location of at least 3 of the satellites around you and the distance between you and those satellites. And using those measurements lets your receiver pinpoint where you are. It's called trilateration.
Trilateration works by receiving the location of at least 3 satellites around you. Then, they basically calculate the distance between you and each one of those satellites. Essentially, distance equals rate multiplied by time. The laws. The Location Privacy Act of 2015 is proposed to prohibit companies from collecting and disclosing location information from devices without the user's explicit consent. Of course, this act would have exceptions for special cases. The GPS Act would be able to provide some much-needed guidelines for government, corporations, citizens, for how and when location information can be used and accessed. This act has some similar provisions to the GPS Act, but it would contain some safeguards for online communication. So, what exactly is a GPS receiver? Well, a GPS receiver is an outband radio processor which is capable of solving the navigation equation in order to determine the user's position. This means there are actually GPS receivers in most devices. These can include cell phones, laptops, tablets, and even cars, just to name a few. So what does GPS future hold? Increased accuracy, personalized marketing, or even driverless cars? Maybe no privacy. Who really knows? Even though we may not know the future of GPS technology, one thing we are certain of is that the laws and technology will keep on expanding along with this wonderful tool. Goodbye.